going to be feeding our farm animals some of this fresh vegetables. So we're going to grab the brand new skid steer that we just picked up this past week. We're going to drive over here. We're going to load her up. Let's go for a little walk. So I'm in this program called Loop, L-O-O-P. The idea of Loop is that the farmers provide food to the grocery stores, and in return, when it expires, instead of throwing it in the dumpster, they return it back to the farmers. And so it's this nice little cycle. And so farm animals love it. It's all stuff that is no longer sellable, whether it's because, you know, the tomatoes are too wilty or some of the food has expired. But as we know, expired food doesn't mean that it's garbage. It just means that they deem it not safe for sale to humans. And so we are going to hop in the skid steer here, drive her over, and go feed our animals some fresh food. Let's hop in and load her up. This is our new baby, the Gale RT105. Sneak in here, we'll bring you guys for a little ride. We'll give you a quick little tutorial on these things. So you want to start your key over, give the glow plugs a second, drop the safety bar down, and once she stops ticking away at you, we're going to fire her up. Take her for a little drive. Turn the throttle up a little. Nice thing about this machine, single hand steering. That way I can live stream while steering. So we're just driving up to the truck. We'll power her down while we're getting her ready. So what I like to do for the farm animals here, we'll hop right up here, grab some of this down. I like to load it right into the bucket here, and then we can feed it directly to them just by dumping it into their areas. So we're gonna save most of the vegetables for the goats. Ricardo, how you doing, buddy? We've got all this fresh food here that's going to be going to the farm animals. And so let's just grab some of these boxes out, maybe lift the tonneau cover up. One more. There we go. We got some watermelons. So let's grab some of this fresh food. We'll drag it over. We're getting the pig stuff first. Yeah, I'll give the watermelon to the pigs. Thanks, bud. Okay, we'll start with this and this one. We'll just hop down here. Abby, how's it going? We got our fresh grocery pickup. So we're just gonna sort this out quick and feed the animals. First up is gonna be the food for the pigs. So let's just slide some stuff out of the way here. Okay. So what I like to do when I'm feeding the pigs some fresh packaged food, this is some oats. All the animals love oats, but we're gonna give this to the pigs. Got all the packages here. We're gonna have to open this all up. And I'm just gonna dump it. Oh, one piece of garbage in here. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, we're just going to dump this. What's the number one thing beside my name? So they're trying out a new feature here on YouTube where people who are interacting with you kind of get some points. And you get ranked on a leaderboard. And so since you're the one talking the most right now, that means you're number one on the leaderboard. You are earning basically social points. So that puts you in the leader position. Hope everyone's having a good night. It is the weekend. We are just out here on the farm. Barbie, how you doing, Barbie? Jace, how you doing, Jace? And so we're just out here. We're gonna dump all this fresh food into my skid steer here. And we're gonna drive it over. We're gonna start with the pigs. We're gonna drive over to the pigs and feed them. And Wasim, welcome back. Lily wants to say hi to you guys. Lily, sit. I already fed you, girl. Lily got some fresh salmon today. Salmon, it was actually coated with some maple seasoning. Not the healthiest thing, a little sugary, but she's a good girl. I think she deserves a treat. Jace, I'm doing well. And I can't complain. My back's a little sore today. We hit the gym. It's been a little bit since I hit the gym. I didn't go to the gym for over a week here because I was traveling and working and catching up with work. We are not in California. No, we are in northern Canada. Welcome to the far north in Canada. It's actually not smoky today, and it's probably the first time in 2 weeks that it hasn't been smoky up here. So should be a beautiful night for some stars as long as the clouds don't run in, which it's looking good. It's looking good. Got some arrowroot cookies. Why not feed them to the pigs? Oh, Lily. Let's give one to... It's like, you know, I think she deserves a little treat. What do you guys think? Does Lily get a cookie? Yay or nay in the chat. Lily, sit. Should we give her a cookie? Did she get a cookie? Did she get one? I need someone to say yay or nay. Matthew says yes. You can have it. She's like, Dad, that's not meat. Lily's been on a whole meat diet lately, so we've been feeding her all meat. And are we feeding cows? We're going to. Right now, we're going to start with the pigs. So I've got the goats, rabbits, cows, pigs. My goats are trying to get out of the fence because they know I got food for them. I've got a ton of shrimp. I've got a ton of shrimp, and so that's going to the chickens and ducks. We'll do that last because it's frozen, so it's going to last a while here. And yeah, so APC on the beat says, what kind of skid steer is that? This is a Gale, G-E-H-L, Gale RT105. This thing is a beauty. This thing is it's a tracked skid steer. And so this thing is a little workhorse to lift. Max lift is 3,000 pounds. They're kind of safe to about 2,000. Then she's tippy after that. Perfect for anything you're doing on a homestead. So that's a Gale RT105. It's a 2021. Just last week, I drove a 40-hour road trip and picked it up. I bought it at an auction. And so, yeah, I don't mind feeding things like the crackers and stuff to the pigs more than the other animals. Because the pigs, well, I'm going to eat the pigs. And so, oh, the bugs are starting to come out. We're going to go get some bug spray. I'm going to eat the pigs in the fall. So if they get a little bit of fat or a little unhealthy food, that's okay. Max, go to sleep. We're going to get some bug spray. Here's the shrimp. I got tons of shrimp over here. All this is for the chickens and ducks. Is the skid steer fun to drive? It's a beauty. It's fantastic. We need some bug spray. The no-see-ums are out. We got these little black flies. They're really, really small. They're called no-see-ums, and I don't even know if that's the real name or just what we call them, but they're awful. They bite like a bugger, they hurt, and you can barely see them. Okay. Max is my oldest son, and he's sitting there with the window open. Max, go to sleep, bud. He's staring at me, his little eyes. Okay, that should be... Welcome to Canada. And so, you eat your pigs? Yes. The pigs are being raised for food. And Georgia says, hey, Justin, mosquitoes are really bad tonight. So far, no mosquitoes here, but the no-see-ums are carrying me away. Anyway, what I was saying is, I don't mind if they eat a little more unhealthy than the other animals. The other animals are all for breeding and for milk. These pigs are being raised for food. Whereas the other animals, you know, want to keep them nice and healthy. So we got some tofu. We're gonna give the pigs some tofu. I should have brought my knife with me. Oh boy, oh boy. That was a slimer. She's juicy. A little bit of tofu. Actually, I think we got mozzarella. The pigs love cheese. He is 8 years old. Ooh, breaded matzo sticks. I think the pigs are gonna like that. I noticed the pigs devour cheese. How does the pig taste? You know what? This is our first time actually raising pigs for meat ourselves. Normally we just support our local farmers and buy them. But this time we are the local farmers. So I can't comment on how they taste yet. I'll be butchering them in end of September, maybe early October, before it gets too cold. Go to sleep, bud. Max, I'm not going to let you help me on Monday then. We got oatmeal. Oatmeal's pretty well good for everyone, so I might save some of the oatmeal for the goats and the cow. And Rotten Steam says, I bet they taste like bacon. I bet you're right. It's probably a pretty good bet. Hope everyone's having a good night. I'm feeling pretty good today. Like I said, I managed to hit the gym today. I have a bad back, and surprisingly, going for runs on the treadmill feels pretty good when I run. So it was long overdue, and yeah, felt good. Apollo, how you doing, buddy? I should say Steven. Apollo, I know you're obviously a public person here. Do you mind when I call you by your name on this stream, or would you rather me call you by your name? Everyone's got a little bit of a different preference when it comes to privacy. And Softball for Life says, hey, how you doing, Softball? So what I'm doing right now, guys, I've got all this food. I get all this food. I collect it from the grocery store. And so one of my local grocery stores here, what they do is they help give back to us farmers. And so they, you know, look at this. We got whole packs of Cliff Bars. So this program, it's not for human consumption, but what they do is they give us all the expired food. So, you know, the ideology is we're raising animals and we're providing food for the grocery stores. And so then instead of sending all this expired food to the dumpsters, they give it back to us to feed to our animals. It's a really awesome program. I mean, what kind of pig isn't going to be enjoying a Cliff Bar? Come on, man. High protein. Let's go. Lily, I know you're eyeing it up, but I think these ones are banana chocolate, and I ain't giving you it. I'm not giving it to Lily. She's just sitting here like, what's Dad going to give me? I want a treat. I want a treat. Tail wagging. Guys, some exciting news. We have 4 ducklings that have hatched so far out of our 15 that we're hatching. 4 of them have hatched. The other ones are all pipped. They're all going to hatch probably overnight. And so we are very excited by that. We got a bunch of new baby ducks. I did one YouTube short of the first one. I got some more content I got to go through. They are adorable. Now that they're starting to move around, and you can see them going and trying to get their buddies out. And when one more hatches, they try to dry them off. They lick at them. It's really cute. And have you ever snacked on some of it yourself? So part of the agreement with this program is that us humans are not allowed to eat it. So as much as this looks pretty good, we really don't know the reason why it's here. Was it here because of a recall? Was it here because it's expired? Is it because it's expired and recalled? Just for food safety rules up here in Canada, I don't want to ruin the whole program. So if I did, you know, if I did get really sick or something, they could shut the whole program down. And I'm not going to do that because I want to feed the animals. Derico, how you doing, buddy? Robert says, congrats on your hatch. Still watching mine. Robert, is yours the turkeys? You've got the turkeys, right? Your turkeys are hatching? And Wasim says, man, I love all your hats. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. This is kind of my go-to streaming hat. Albeit the other one is more the impromptu. If I'm just wearing a baseball cap, it's because I wasn't really planning to stream. And I just said, you know what? I got time. Let's do it. But yeah, so it's exciting times on the homestead. We're at 29 chickens. We currently have 13 ducks, just because we've given some to other people. You know, when we got friends and stuff who lose animals to foxes and stuff, when we have more than we need, we try to support them. And so we generally will give away some surplus animals. So one of our friends there needed a couple ducks. Basically, their ducks got swiped by a fox, and their goose was lonely. And so we helped take care of them. And, you know, of course, they help us too. Lily, you're in luck, Lily. I missed this bag of meat. Lily's going to get some turkey. And are you feeding the animals granola bars? The pigs. So this hopper here is going to be for the pigs. Don't worry, there's vegetables coming. But, yeah, I don't mind the slightly less healthy stuff going to the pigs. The goats and cows, they're only getting vegetables. They get the good healthy stuff. And Lily girl, oh boy, she's gonna get some meat. Lily, how expired is this one? Do you like it? Go for it. Go for it. Do you want it? It smells fine. It smells fine. Go for it. Go for it. She's like, I don't know what to do with this. You have at her, girl. You have at her. You can just chew on it a bit. If you decide you don't want it, I'll throw it out. She's fun. I've already fed her a bunch of salmon, so she's not very hungry. She's gonna pick at it. Okay. Let's try to keep this garbage all together. We got more tofu for the pigs. Yeah, she's taking it. She's like, I'm gonna go over here and eat this. See you later, Lily. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. And why don't you have a support button? Wasim, we're like 200 hours of watch time away. We are so close to monetization here. We've got well over the subscriber count, but we are 200 hours of watch time. And all this watch time you guys are giving me right now, it all counts. So we're very close. I figure, I mean, there's a chance that we're gonna get there this weekend. So it's really close. YouTube has been emailing me a bunch of stuff in preparation of getting monetized. So I know they're on Team Justin. So I know we're close. And yeah, should be happening anytime now. But that's not the real reason we're doing this. We're doing this to hang out with you guys. We're having a good time. We're having fun. And, you know, I could be sitting here struggling to peel open this tofu package. Don't want to use my mouth by myself or with you guys. Ah! Come on, come on. Oh, why can't I get this? Come on, Black Betty. My hands are now wet. I don't want to use my mouth. And Robert says, best channel out there. Thanks for sharing. Robert, thank you for joining. There we go. We got the tofu. We got in there. I really should have my pocket knife on me just to make this a little easier, but it is what it is. Tofu for the piggies. Oh, some more tofu for the pigs. And I need an EDC knife, bud. Is EDC a specific brand? Robert's saying, do you carry a pocket knife? You know, often I do, but I set it down somewhere, and it's probably on my nightstand, if we're being honest, my main pocket knife. So, yeah, I got to figure out where that is, because that would make this a little quicker. I simply don't want to use my teeth, but we just ripped that all the way around. We'll just, come on, baby. Come on. What'd they make this thing out of? Super glue? Okay, we'll set this one aside. We're going to need to do something smarter here. That's everything in this box. So this box, we can put the other boxes in. Unos, dos. Okay, one box down. So that's one banana box, mostly. Let's get some more stuff here. And a whole whack of animal crackers. Everyday carry knife. Oh, okay. So it's not a brand, just straight up your everyday knife. Some of my buddies kind of, I don't want to say make fun of me, but they bug me because I usually do have a big honking knife on my belt, but I don't bring it with me when I'm working. So yeah, got some chocolate for the animals, sure. Just because the rabbits and everyone love these, but we got more. And so look at this. This is the quality of food my pigs and goats and cows and rabbits get to eat. Look at that. That is fresh as fresh can be. Look at that. Straight for the pigs. Enjoy, guys. They eat better than a lot of people. We'll give them some of these radishes. We just got to make sure we take off the packaging. There's some elastic bands and some packaging in here. Let's get that off of there. Throw that right in the garbage. So, like I said, Pablo. Hola, Pablo. How you doing, buddy? Welcome back. And I like the case toothpick or trappers. And Wasim says, I've never eaten pigs before. Is that because of your religion, Wasim? Is that due to religion? Oh boy, oh boy. Freshly Wild, how you doing, buddy? we are just getting all our farm animal food together here. We're just trying to get some radishes and sure, we'll give them some lettuce. And Wasim, there's nothing wrong with that. You're really not missing much. Don't, you know, I like pork, I like bacon, but I understand for religious reasons it's seen as a dirty animal and an unclean animal. Heck, even in Christianity, Jesus chased the pigs into the water because they were full of demons. So, I mean, I get it. I hear you. You got to watch because goats and cows can get an upset tummy. Pigs are a lot more resilient. So when it comes to like a red onion, I don't want to give that to my goats. So you got to have a general knowledge of what you're feeding your animals here just to make sure that everyone's safe. I mean, these stickers are generally considered edible, but we're getting rid of those. Robert says, I can't spend too much on a knife or I'm guaranteed to lose it. I have one pocket knife that I have had for over 20 years. That's usually my everyday carry knife. It's just a small little pocket knife. I've had that thing for so long, and every time I think I lose it, I find it. I think it's probably on the nightstand right now. Okay, we'll give them some corn. Corn! Break that open for them. More radishes. Oh! Gotta make sure I get that elastic band out of there. The nice thing about something like this is I can chat with you guys easy because, you know, we're just peeling stuff open. Wasim says, you are feeding your animals very well. Salute! Thank you, thank you. I do appreciate this program. It does allow us to feed the animals very healthy food. And they appreciate it. I appreciate it. This is definitely a bigger blessing in the winter, as much as it's more of a pain, because up here in Canada, it can get down to minus 50 degrees. Super cold. I also have to feed them hay that I have to import and pay for. So come the winter, all this extra food I get reduces the cost. I am in charge typically of the every second Monday pickup. Now today's Friday because when someone can't make their pickup, they'll call me and ask if I want it. So then I come and get it. But I normally do every second Monday. And man, normally my loads, the Monday loads, are massive. Like an entire trailer full. Like this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 banana boxes. So 13 banana boxes of product. I normally get like 50, like an insane amount. It takes me hours to go through it. But this is a nice, easy, manageable amount. And so I see we're getting quite the crowd. If anyone has any questions, concerns, what am I doing with all this food? I'm feeding it to my animals. Oh, no, I can't even break the corn. There we go. Ha ha. That should not have been that hard. Just means it's fresh. Robert says, how much feed and hay are your pigs going to go through? So far, my pigs have gone through a 2,000, almost, so they've gone through about 1,500 pounds of hog feed for 4 pigs so far this year. Plus, you know, all this extras I give them, plus I raise them in the forest, so they're out there foraging and rooting around and eating bugs and such. And so, yeah, I might end up having to buy another 2,000 pound thing of pig's feed. But that being said, my pigs, I've got 4 of them, they're going to get up to 250 pounds by butcher time. So that's 1,000 pounds of meat I'm going to have. Well, 1,000 pounds of animal. You're probably looking at about a 50% yield on that. So about 500 pounds of meat. So that 500 pounds of meat is going to cost me about $2,000. So you're kind of sitting in that $4 a pound range, somewhere in there, which isn't that bad. John Smith, how are you doing, friend? We are just giving food to our animals. We're starting with the pigs. So we give them a little bit of everything, a little bit of greens and a little bit of browns. We're going to give them, you know, kind of the stuff, a little bit of good stuff like this. All the animals can eat. The rabbits love this, but I see I got more stuff up there. You know what? Let's save that one for the rabbits. Radishes, the other animals, they'll get an upset tummy. And Apollo says, how many pounds of bacon? That I don't actually fully know yet. I do not know how much pounds of bacon I'm going to yield off of the 4 pigs. What I'm going to be doing with it is I'm going to be butchering my own 2 pigs. So I got 4. I'm going to be sending 1 to the butcher for my parents, 1 to the butcher for my wife's parents, and then I'll be butchering 2 myself. Up here in Canada, the food laws, you're not allowed to really just gift meat like that. So it's fine for my own personal consumption if I butcher it myself, but if I'm going to be allowing other people to consume it, even if it's my parents, since they don't live with me, I need to send it to a proper abattoir, a proper butcher. John Smith says, I'm sitting in the drive-thru at Taco Casa. LOL, looking good in the flannel. Thank you. I wanted a long sleeve to keep the bugs off me because it's sun be setting here soon. Put that one aside. What do I got here? Autumn pumpkin beef stew. The pigs are going to devour that. So we're giving this all to the pigs. Oh boy. Pigs, pigs, pigs. Let's try to keep our garbage tidy while we're doing this. Keep everything organized. Okay. Yes, the animals are going to eat well. Chad, brah, what's happening, my man? We are just giving some healthy food here to our farm animals. So we're just getting all this packaged stuff out of the package. Creating change. Hey, man, how you doing? How you doing, buddy? Now, we got a bunch of bangers here in the chat. Michelle, how you doing, Michelle? Guys, go check out Apollo and Layla. Go check out Creating Change. Go check these guys out. They've got awesome channels. As Creating Change says, it's all about good vibes. You know, if you guys are feeling down, if you're feeling a little upset, a little depressed, and maybe for whatever reason I'm not doing it for you, or I'm not on, go check out Apollo and Layla or Creating Change if you guys want them good vibes. And if anyone else I'm missing on here, Matt, how you doing, Matt? Wasim says, it is safe and peaceful where you live. You know, I take care of the non-peaceful things. So when we got wolves and bears and coyotes and foxes and stuff, you got to deal with it. But otherwise, as far as the world goes, one of the safest places in the world because there's no people. People can be the most dangerous thing we know. And no people up here. And Apollo says, as do you, my friend. Creating Change says, always good vibes. Thanks. Chad says, what is this package stuff? This is autumn pumpkin and pear beef stew. I'm going to... Technically, you don't want to give meat to your animals. There's no meat even in here. So the ingredients on this is organic pumpkin, water, pear, apple, carrot, raisin, onion, thyme, and ascorbic acid. We're just gonna dump that all in here. Lily, stay away, girl. You want one too. You're like, ooh, that smells good, Dad. Next, we're dealing with baby food. We got that banana, mango, avocado. The pigs are gonna have a feast. It is fantastic. And Matt says, oh, sorry, I gotta make sure I'm keeping up with you guys. Ba 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 ba. Okay. Sorry, I looked away for 1 second. Derico says, you got a drone? I do not, but that is one of the things that once we get the channel monetized, we're gonna reinvest that money. Anything we make is gonna go into the animals, into the farm, and into things like camera equipment, like a drone. So that is gonna happen, but it's just a matter of when. Oh man, we just got a little too excited there for a second there, guys. Whew. Calm down, buddy. Calm down. Okay. And our Russian friend says, Ricky the cowboy, howdy, partner. Do you see a lot of wild boars in your area? No, where I live. So I'm up here in northern Canada. I'm in the far north. It is so dang cold up here that wild boars cannot survive where I am. So the only pigs and stuff we got are raised here in farms like I have. It is just too dang cold. Yeah, that busted open like a volcano. I'm going to have to spray down my machine later. Oh, boy. That is okay. We're just going to keep on. We are going with banana fig oatmeal. The pigs are going to have a heyday here. Wasim says, Fox, remember to like the stream, guys. Remember to like that screen. Double click the screen if you want to give it a like here. And by all means, guys, I'm trying to keep up with all the conversations. I love having a 44-way conversation. So guys, keep on chatting. If I miss anything, just say it again with an exclamation mark in front so I know I missed it, and I will try to catch them all. I am Ash Ketchum, and you guys are my Pokemon, and we are going to catch them all. Do you have bisons? No, but I do have Black Angus cattle. I got a Black Angus cow. There are people up here who do some bison, but I hear that bison can be a little unpredictable around people. They like to give you a little bit of a throw. And so while I have young kids, we're going to stay away from that. Speaking of young kids, I see you seeing me there, little peeker. I just see two eyes staring at me from the window. Go to sleep, bud. Go to sleep. Mom's going to get mad at me for keeping you awake. Ugh. It's past your bedtime. Well past your bedtime. Derico says, you got a Loch Ness monster in that lake? Dude, I got 3 of them in there. I swear I almost caught one, the biggest fish I'd ever seen. And Freshly Wild says, wow, those pigs are going to feast. Chad says, LOL, that baby food coming out looks bad. Dude, that's what we feed our babies, man. It smells good. I'm not going to lie. It smells good. But no, it's not bad. It's just puree. Everything puree looks brown. The expiry date on these guys, and they're still cold, is actually August 22nd. So these don't expire for another month. Sometimes I get these because maybe if they were left out and not cold, but yeah, we're just adding it to the pig soup. And yes, it is his bedtime. Wasim says, how is the health insurance system in Canada? Guys, this is going to get a little political for a second, but my son had a bad fall yesterday. Fell off the trampoline and hurt his neck. I brought him to the Emerge. I brought him to the hospital. And, you know, he was dizzy and stuff. Brought him to the hospital. We sat there for over 3 hours. Nobody looked at him. They did the initial assessment to see, like, how bad is it. But doctor didn't see him. We sat there for 3 hours. Nobody that was with us got seen. There was one guy who had a giant gouge on his hand, needed stitches. He was there for at least 2.5 hours. Still hadn't got seen by the time I went up there. We asked how much longer, and they told us a couple more hours, and so we left. So about an hour away. So I came home from work, so that's an hour driving. Grabbed him, brought him to work. That's another hour driving, or back to the hospital. And we sat for 3 hours, and that's what free healthcare gets you guys. 3 hours of sitting. They told us it'd be a few more hours just to get looked at. Like if they wanted to order x-rays or do anything, you're talking another few hours. And so I just brought him home, had him sleep in my bed so that I can monitor to make sure that he wasn't, you know, going to get nauseous, puke, have any, you know, bad concussion symptoms. But yeah, welcome to the Canadian healthcare system. Pay half our wages and taxes. Can't even get seen by a doctor. If I want to book with a family doctor, usually takes a couple months. So it's rough. But, you know, it is what it is. And now there is a little bit of bias. I am pretty far north up here. And so, you know, there's usually only 1 or 2 doctors on staff. It's not like if you're in Toronto or Vancouver where there's, you know, more people. But yeah, it's still pretty rough. Eric, how you doing, Eric? And Miller Vlogs. Hey, Miller, how you doing, buddy? Michelle says, yes, closest hospital. Matt says, what's the temperature there in Northern Canada? We're sitting here at about 18 degrees. I want to say that's about 69 Fahrenheit right now and cooling down. It'll probably be down to about 60 degrees overnight. The mosquitoes are starting to come out. They're starting to find me. Okay. Now we're going to add on top of our baby food slurry, more crackers. Miller Man, I see you've got a YouTube channel of your own, Miller Vlogs. Miller, tell us a little bit about your channel. How many subscribers? What are your goals and aspirations? What kind of stuff do you vlog about? And the mosquitoes love me. Me and the mosquitoes, you know, they drink my blood. They love me. I taste delicious. They're biting me in the back of the head too. And Wasim says, may God save and bless your son. Thank you. I think he's going to be fine. Like it was more just a precaution. You know, it's one of those things where when your kid has a head injury like that, you don't want to not go and it get bad. At the very least, at least I had him at a hospital for that 3 hours in case he ended up getting worse. But yeah, I think he's okay right now. Just needs to take it easy Meanwhile, he's telling me all the tricks he's doing on his scooter and stuff. And Miller says, I used to have 70, but somehow got deleted. So I started a new one, and now I am at 20. So you are a fledgling channel. Just keep it up, man. It's all about consistency and building relationships with these fine folks like Chad. Does the rest of your family get on your stream? My wife will come on. She comes on with me, but I don't allow the children to come on live stream. Just to protect their privacy. You know, we're growing up in a weird world with the advancements in artificial intelligence and just the in-your-face amount of social media we have. I want my kids to be much older so that they can adequately decide for themselves if they want to be on camera and in public profile. So right now, I don't allow my kids on live stream. Plus, I generally am only live streaming when they're not home or they're supposed to be sleeping. Because during the day and when they're awake, I'd rather spend time with my sons than on live stream ignoring them. So generally, I'm doing these live streams fairly late. It's currently 9 p.m. here, just because, and those are good granola bars. We got the Cliff bars. The pigs are going to eat well tonight. But yeah, that's kind of my motto. Also, you know, I think everyone can agree, kids are adorable. They say the darndest things. They have generally good intentions, and they've just got that innocence. The problem is a lot of people tend to take advantage of that, and you see people putting their kids on blast, putting them in their videos, making them smile, making them try to pretend to have a good time, and I don't think that's healthy. I want the kids to develop, you know, honest emotions, real emotions, not performative emotions. I don't want my children to be performing in front of people. I want them to be genuine and real. And so until they are old enough to make their own decisions about this kind of stuff, I just don't allow them on the channel. Now, that doesn't mean they're not like a part of the world. Like I'll give them the phone if we're doing short form content. If they see like the other day, my son found my two sons, they found a frog and they grabbed it and they wanted me to take a video of it to post to you guys. I just don't want to show them on the camera. It's not a live thing, but if they want to interact with you guys a little bit in that way, I think that's okay. Do you burn your trash? No, I don't. Some of the surplus cardboard maybe, but not the plastics and stuff. That I just bring to work and throw in the BFI bin. It goes to the landfill. We're gonna give more granola. We're topping this off with some granola. I burn my used oil. I do that because it's the easiest way to get rid of it. So I had a burn barrel going for like a week. So I'll throw my scrap wood and stuff around the yard in there, but I don't like throwing plastic in it. You get that chemically gross smell, you know. Plus, at the end of it, I got to dump those ashes somewhere. And so I'd rather those ashes not be, you know, they're already a little bit contaminated, but I don't want them to be full of plastic. Do you recycle? Yes, most of the cardboard. So the cardboard that's like full of meat juices and that, I don't recycle because I don't think they'd even take it anyway. But a lot of this cardboard. What you got going on, girl? What's got you spooked? What are we barking at? Something's over there. Something's out there. Something's got her attention. Anyway, most of this cardboard, rip, I'll break it down and I'll put it in a recycling bin. Whether the government or whoever, you know, the city, the municipality, whether they actually recycle or not, I have no idea. And Matthew says, since I've started to do moderation on now 5 YouTube channels, I've come across so many people saying weird and forbidden things without them to be sorry. But if you ever need a mod, think of me. Matthew, we could throw you in there. You've never been anything but wholesome. So boom, boom, there you go. Jericho, boom. Get out of my way. Boom. There you guys go. And TH Outdoors says, do you like your rabbit? I have several rabbits. Do you mean, do I like raising them or do I like eating them? Genuine question. Miller says, go sub. Thank you, Miller. John says, will the pigs eat, will the pigs eat out of there, or will you dump it? I'll dump it into the pigs and they'll come running. So let me try to go. I'll try to go a little quicker here with some of this stuff. I can save some of this oatmeal. I should save some of this for the other animals because the other animals are going to love this. So let me go a little quicker so that we can dump it and you guys can see the fun. You guys can see the feeding frenzy. Do I like raising the rabbits? Okay, TH. The rabbits are adorable. They're very easy. They're very easy to breed. They're very easy to care for, and they're good that way. I'm personally allergic to them, so I have a hard time handling them. We got Lara bars. Look at that. Lara bars, peanut butter flavored. The pigs are going to love that. So I have a hard time with it, but my wife and kids, my oldest son is allergic to them as well. So they're more my wife's animal, but good meat yield. Ezekiel's allergic too? Okay, my oldest and my youngest are both allergic. But they are a great protein yield on the homestead, so I like having them here, even if I'm allergic. Avery, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing well. I can't complain. Derico says, looking forward to the feeding. Yes, I'm going to try to rush through these bars here so that we can drop this stuff off to the pigs, because most of this stuff here is going to go to the other animals. So we just got to open all these individual little packages and get them over to the piggies. I think we're going to be doing this into sunset. We're going to be doing this late. In fact, we're going to get smart. We're not going to work hard. We're going to work smart. I can open these tomorrow during daylight and feed the rest of those to the pigs tomorrow, all this stuff here tomorrow. Let's give you guys some action while the sun is still up. We are going to grab the watermelons, throw those in here, and we're going to go dump this into the pigs. So I'm going to show you guys the pigs here in a moment. So stick around. And momentarily, we are going to go see the pigs do a feeding frenzy. I got to hop up here and grab some bug spray, some more. I want to get the watermelons because the pigs love watermelon. So bear with me one second while I climb up. And we're going to go within 2 minutes, guys. So stick around. Within 2 minutes, we're driving over there. Let me just hop up and up. And, okay, ready, guys? We're going to yeet these. So, oh, this one's a little bit far gone, but that's okay. 1. And 2. And there's a 3rd. Open this up. Oh, yeah. Wow, you're slimy. Okay, there you go. 3. Anything else in here that the other animals don't want? I see some onions. Onion. Unos, dos, tres, cuatros, cinco, seis. Everything else looks like it's good for the other animals. Okay, guys. This is going to be the pig harvest. So let's go see the pigs. Let's hop down here. Try not to slip on some baby food. And it's going to get a little bit noisy for 1 second. Safety bar down. I'll let you guys enjoy the ride. Ready? I'm going to mute it. So you guys don't have to listen to it. So one second. I'll let you listen. You can enjoy it. Okay, here we go. Let's crank it to 11. Let's go. Guys, gonna get nice and close. Ready? Pigs. Okay, let's enjoy the feeding frenzy. If you guys see this on the backs of them, don't worry about that. My wife was rubbing some like apple cider vinegar and stuff behind their ears just because the bugs have been biting behind their ears. And so my wife wanted to, you know, just make sure that they were good. And Freshly Wild says, they are starving. No, they're just pigs, but they're loving this fresh food. It tastes better than hog's feed, I can tell you that. And happier than pigs in mud. They are absolutely pigs in mud. Apollo and Layla says, I don't know why, but I thought of Michael Scott driving into the lake when you got close. John says, don't mute us. I like the sound of your activities. And Abby says, is Max still up? He might finally fall asleep now that he can't see me out the window. And Wasim says, best driver out there. Apollo says, blend everything like a gigantic animal smoothie. And boom, you've got yourself a Mr. Beast video. Farm ASMR. And John said, I seen another channel. They had some unexpected piglets after just 3 or 4 months. Can your pigs breed or are they the same gender? Actually, up here, the farmers are very controlling of the pigs and they generally castrate them all right away. And that way, only they can breed them. So the boys here are castrated. You got to know a farmer and be very, very kind to them. Maybe give them a little bit of your cow, a little bit of beef, to convince them to not castrate a pig for you if you want to breed your own, which is what I'm trying to do. So these guys here are Yorkshire pigs. They're your typical pink pig, you know, Wilbur. They're typical pink pig. This is what gives you bacon at the grocery store. I want to raise Yorkshires. Now, the problem with these pink pigs for me is these pink pigs don't have hair. And so they are not cold hardy. They can't survive my winters. I would need them in a heated barn, and I live off grid. It's not that easy to heat a barn for them. Whereas Berkshires, they have hair. And Berkshires can survive my winters as long as I give them a shelter. So a section in the barn for the winter. But it doesn't have to be heated. And so I do plan to breed Berkshires maybe starting next year. So I've got the word out to a few farmers who do Berkshires. Next round of pigs, save me a boy and 2 girls from different moms or dads, hopefully. And Chad says, hey, sorry, my oldest needed some help. No worries, man, you take care. And Robert says, don't castrated hogs taste better too? Yes, so that's another reason a lot of people castrate them is because once they reach sexual maturity, that testosterone spike is apparently noticeable in the meat. It's that way for a lot of animals. Most animals, you want to butcher them before they get too old and full of that saucy juice. Michelle says, do you have your cow back? I do, and we are going to go see her after we're done with the pigs here. We're going to get all that vegetables. The vegetables are going to be a lot quicker. That section there took a while because it was all a lot of packaged food that individually wrapped, but the rest of it is going to be quick to dump in. So we will be able to go see the cow and the goats very soon. We're just going to let these guys bow down for a minute here and enjoy it, and then we're going to go see the cow and goats after we get more food in the bucket. Chad says, do you eat mountain oysters? You know, I saved the mountain oysters off of we call them prairie oysters, but I saved the mountain oysters off of my bowl when I butchered them. I haven't eaten them yet. But I have them. Miller says, everyone go like and sub. Let's throw some likes in the chat if you haven't already. Thanks, guys. And Matthew says, do you have an Instagram? No, but I do have a website and I do have a Patreon where I have a free chat. So if anyone wants to chat outside of the live stream, I do have a free chat where we can talk. I can give you guys little updates. You guys can share stuff with me. I can share it with you. It's totally free. Check me out on Patreon. Wasim says, now you are able to read all of our comments, but what will happen in the future when you get more famous? You will have to read thousands of comments. I hope I have to read thousands. That'll be fantastic. TH Outdoors says, what breed of rabbits do you have? We have New Zealand Flemish Giants. New Zealand Flemish Giants. Freshly Wild says, OMG, they ran through that. They did. They devoured that. They'll clean this. They'll clean it all up. They're going to eat it all. They will eat it all. That's why they're pigs, man. Whoa. Oh. Also known as hogs, because they hog the food. They haven't really got into the watermelons yet, but they will. That guy's eyeing one up. He's thinking about it. He's just like, I don't know how to get in there. Those ones over there are a little broken. He wants it. He knows. He knows. He's going to use that nose. He's going to get a soft spot. He'll figure it out. And Michelle says, balls? Yes, ma'am. Avery says, hit that like button and subscribe, guys. That one is sure feisty. Yes. I'm having a hard time telling now. There was one, I think it's this guy, who is far bigger than the rest, but they're all getting up to that. They all look pretty similar in size now. The runt is no longer the runt, and the alpha is no longer the alpha. They're all looking big and juicy. Blake Slee says, hey Blake, how you doing, buddy? And Derrico says, they have the coolest tails. Yes, and fun fact, if they are kept in too tight of a space, they don't have enough space, they will actually fight with each other and bite each other's tails off. So if you're ever watching a video with people who have pigs, if you see their little curler, you know the farmer's given them enough space that they aren't fighting with each other. They got room to move around. If they're in a small pen, well, they're going to go after each other's ears and tails. It's sad, but yeah, there you go. These guys, lots of space, healthy, happy. We also spend a lot of time with them. We give them pets. We keep them friendly. Rub their bellies, rub their noses. Wasim says, do you plant? I just harvested some garlic. My tomatoes are coming along nice, and I built an apple orchard. But my main garden, I'm going to start next year. This year, I'm focusing purely on these guys. I'm focusing on the animals. Now that I've got a bunch of infrastructure figured out and, you know, I know how to handle these guys, next year, we can start the garden. Robert says, how much land does one need? You don't need as much as I have, but I've given these guys are currently in about a half an acre. I would say 4 pigs like this would be good at about a quarter of an acre. They could probably do a little less, but you really just want to make sure that they have room to roam around. You know, a lot of people will just keep them in pens, small pens, where they're side by side by side and they can't really get away. And that's when they start nipping at each other. And Matthew says, so tell me what's acceptable on your YouTube channel. Like, there's one of your viewers that sometimes tells you that you shouldn't raise animals, etc. Okay, Matthew. So what I like to do is I don't mind when people have counter arguments. I don't mind when guys don't want to see me raising animals. There's people who are vegan. They don't want to hear me talk about it. That's okay. I want them to explain themselves. I want them to share their viewpoint. I am totally cool with that. I love having healthy discussions with people. That's fine. I don't even mind when people chirp me. If people make fun of me, that's fine. The only real spots I draw the line is people being overtly sexual. That I got kids watching this. That's not okay. And then also excessive cursing. I give people warnings. If someone's swearing, I just tell them, hey man, let's keep it wholesome. But that's not like a ban or anything as long as they listen. Racism's got to go. I do not tolerate racism. I did eat a mosquito just there. Welcome to Canada. I'm not spitting on you, pig. I'm spitting beside you. I got to get that bugger out of my mouth. Anyway, racism is a big no. Racism and over-sexualized content, big no. If people want to talk politics or religion, I generally keep that very quick. This is not a political channel. It is not a religious channel. I am a Christian. I don't mind telling people that. I don't mind talking about it if people have good, constructive questions. But, you know, that's basically it. Really, let's just keep it wholesome and fun. Wasim says, you need to build a camera security system so you can keep your eyes open on everything. You know, the animals are pretty good at taking care of themselves as long as they have the infrastructure in place. I do have an alarm system, so if this wire breaks, the electric fence wire breaks, it will let out an alarm. And so if an animal does try to get in, or these guys try to get out, I will know about it. And Robert says, pickled pigs or chicken's feet? Never had them either. I don't think I have either. Justin Dude says, I like pickled eggs. I have had pickled eggs. Okay, these guys have mouthed through it. Let's turn this bad boy back on, get out of here, and go get the goats and the cow figured out. We're on the move, guys. Love you, piggies. Bye. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm just getting away. We're just going bye-bye. We're gonna lower our bucket. We're a little tippy here. Lower the bucket. Let's get out of here. We're gonna turn this up a little bit. 1 second, guys. Turbo mode. And we're going for a cruise. This thing needs a radio. We need some music in this. We're gonna have to wire a radio into here. We're back. We're back, baby. Let's pick that up. Let's get out of here. I got a little bit that's stuck in the bottom. That's okay. We'll get that to the other animals. Okay. Back to work. We are back at it. Whew. There we go. Okay. So this stuff's going to go a lot quicker because we're going to dump most of this. Just we'll set the package stuff aside for tomorrow. When we got more time, we'll feed the package stuff to them. So this stuff can all get set aside. Let's give them some of the good stuff here. I think we're going to do like we were. We're going to go down lower. So let's just pull some of this close. We'll pull all of this close and then we'll get down nice and low. So much goodies, guys. So much goodies. Wow, that one was good for the... This one's still good for the pigs. We'll give that tomorrow. Some donuts. Got some donuts. Okay. Oh. Now, let's sneak our way down here so I can still chat with you guys. Oh. There we go. It's getting dark out. Whew. Okay. We're good. The sun is starting to shine, and where I live, where we are taking the sun away from you, says Wasim. You can have it. It's your turn. We trade. Little for me, little for you. Robert says, all you need is a head unit and a few speakers. And Mary says, hi. Hey, Mary, how you doing? Just a Dude says, where'd you get the box truck? Where did I get the box truck? This is just my half ton. And Matthew says, no music for when you'll be monetized. You'll get a strike for copyright. I know. But it'd be fun. I'd use the music when you guys aren't there. How about that? Instead, I'll just sing to you. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Matthew makes me happy when skies are gray. You think that would get me a strike? I don't think so. Oh, come on. Salad. Don't be difficult. Ah! Gotta make sure there's usually crouton packs in here. Let's take that out. And set that aside. This box should go fairly quick. And Just a Dude says, oh, it sounded like you were in a box truck. I was only listening and partially watching. No, just in my half ton. Just in my half ton. Okay, let's just try to open this box all the way. Strawberries. Some strawberries. Dump that in. They're going to love that. It's kind of hard to divvy it up evenly. Like, I want to give each of the animals. I want to give some of this to the rabbits. I want to make sure all the animals get their fair share. Lily, what you doing there, girl? Okay. This one's got these dang radishes. I can't just dump them because there's wrappers on them. And okay. Oh man, them mosquitoes be out here in fierce. Die, mosquitoes, die! Jeez, guys, it is nasty. I don't know if you guys can see how many there are, but they are everywhere. Let's turn this brightness up so you guys can see better. There we go. I don't know if that helped. I think that helped. Okay. And where's this going to? This is going to go to the goats and cow. This batch here is going to be for the goats and cow. So let's just get these radishes out of here for now. Okay, that looks like all of them. So I can just dump the rest here. I need to save some strawberries for the rabbits. The rabbits love strawberries. Tomatoes. That's going to the goats. What do I got here? Oh boy, that's fine. Okay, this is apples. This one is all apples. Ugh. That should be good. Okay, we are making progress, guys. Freshly wild, it's getting dark rapidly. Never kill a dragonfly, they eat mosquitoes. That is true. Dragonflies are my homies. Ugh. Long live the dragonfly. Okay, we got some grapes. Grapes aren't the healthiest for the animals, but there's enough of them that they'll spread that around and it'll be fine. Oh, Wasim says, is it normal to have... Oh, there's a dragonfly right here hanging out with us. Is it normal to have weapons at home like in the USA? Out here on farmland, yes, but the rules in Canada are so strict. I got all my guns locked in a gun safe in a different building. All the ammo stored separately in a different safe. So, I mean, they're not... The guns aren't going to help you in an emergent situation. But, you know, they're good if... I don't know, if you want to go hunting. She's a little more strict up here in Canada. I do know someone, and this is my thought process on the gun laws in Canada. You guys tell me if this is reasonable. I think that if you live in a rural area and there's, let's say, a minimum distance between neighbors, so you're not only are you rural, but you're remote, you're alone, isolated. Even if we call that, you know, your closest neighbor is, let's say, 2 miles away, then I think you should, as long as you are still being smart about your weapons, you know, your kids can't actually get at them, I think they should be different laws for having rifles. You should be allowed to have them easily accessible in your home. The ammo stored close by. And, you know, if you're remote and there's a bear on your doorstep, like, I gotta go to my garage. I gotta say, bear, excuse me, please let me out so I can go get a gun to shoot you. That doesn't sound like it makes sense. This is going to be lovely for them. And Abby says, did he finally go to sleep? No, he's back at the window. Cantaloupe. More grapes here. And Just a Dude says, LOL, a loud firework just startled my dog and he jumped and ran inside as fast as she could. People are going to go nuts with fireworks around here. What's going on? What's the celebration? Is there a holiday I should be aware of? We're gonna save some of these. I got 2 packs of strawberries to go to the rabbits. Peppers. The cow loves peppers. She'll eat that. And Kyle says, especially a dragonfly nymphs, the tons of mosquito. They eat tons of mosquito larvae. That's good to know. Apollo says, my uncle has like 300-pound 6-foot safe for his guns. I helped him move it. OMG, was it heavy. My safe is not that aggressive. My safe is relatively light duty, but it is locked by key. Ugh. Okay, only 2 more boxes, guys. 2 more boxes to go. This should go fairly quick. Broccoli. This is the big winner on the homestead. All of the animals love broccoli. We'll set 2 aside for the rabbits. And the rest can go to the goats and such. And there isn't, just leftovers from 4th of July. The bugs around me are crazy. You guys can finally see them. They are. There's a dragonfly. Did you guys see him? He tried to eat me. Oh, no, he's my homie, man. That dragonfly, you see him scooping up at my ears? He's eating the mosquitoes right off my face. And Chad says it's the people with guns hurts, not just the gun hurts. I don't know what that means. John says, wow, yeah, you can see the mosquitoes flying around you. They're everywhere. Welcome to Canada, guys. The mosquitoes are atrocious up here. They will carry me away eventually. There's some on the screen too. They're trying to get you guys. Kyle says, did you get the produce for free? Yes. So I'm in a program called Loop, L-O-O-P, where I get to collect my grocery store's expired food. But like, we're talking expired, like, okay, this one tomato has a little bit of mold on it right there. So definitely can't sell that to people, but all the rest, perfectly fine. And so I get to collect it all and give it to all the animals. This way, the grocery store doesn't have to pay dumping fees, and I don't have to buy extra feed for my animals. It's a win-win-win-win. I normally do the Monday pickup, which covers the weekend as well. And so normally I'm doing like 3 times as much as this, easy. This is like a nice casual pickup for me. This is nice and simple. Straightforward, easy. We got some blueberries. And Abby says he's just not going to go to sleep. No, he's standing there. Max, go to sleep, bud. Salad. And bro, I have 150 experience. Nice, Abby. You are number 1 on the leaderboard. Let me see. I got a button here that I can see the top fans. We got Abby, followed by Robert, followed by Creating Change. Managed to get number 3. I have no idea how the points work, but Derico, number 4. Michelle, number 5. Apollo sitting at 7. It gives me different names than you show up here, so it's kind of hard to tell who you all are, because some people have different profile names from, you know, what shows up here. It's a little confusing on my end, but that's okay. I kind of got it figured out. And Justin Dude says gun control doesn't apply to government, so basically it's just them saying that their safety is more important than yours. Yeah, I mean, again, up here we don't have as much issues with people-to-people gun violence, but it would be nice to have a little bit more freedom for protecting the livestock. Like, there's been times where I've seen the fox in the area where the chickens are, and by the time I go get a gun, now I usually try to make a lot of noise to scare him off, because by the time I run to the garage, open the safe, get a gun out, go to the other safe, get the ammo, load the gun, and get back there, he's got a chicken and is gone. So I usually just, you know, run after him. But it is kind of silly. I'd like to take care of him. Unos and for all. But oh well, he gets to live another day. And John says free feeding equals win. Chad says the gun does damage to many things. I didn't want to say that it hurts. So I just said it hurts. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yes, the gun hurts a lot of things. I hear you. Yeah, you know, the problem with guns is it's one of those things, like, I'm not an American and our problems aren't the same, but, you know, it's kind of that, it's the whole nuclear situation where it's kind of that mutually assured destruction. You know that some people have them, so everyone might as well have them. That way, you know, there's some deterrence. So I do understand. I understand that thought process. Oh. Okay, there is a package of something in there, but we'll grab it afterwards. We got some dragon fruit. Look at that, guys. That's a dragon fruit. Isn't that cool? Isn't that just so cool? Okay, we are not giving the rabbits a whole lot today. Poor rabbits. Let's fish out a head of lettuce. We'll give them a head of lettuce. Let's give them a good one. The rabbits can have a head of lettuce to go with what we're giving the rabbits. But now, we'll just throw the radishes out because the radishes, I think, upset their tummy a little bit. Okay, guys, you guys ready for this? Where am I going to go? I think we can drive. You know what we got to do? We got to change the headlight in the skid steer quick. I bought a new bulb. I just got to figure out where did I put it. I had someone in my truck earlier and he moved some stuff, but there it is. I had to buy a replacement bulb. One of the bulbs is broken in it. So let's just throw that in quick, turn the headlights on, and let's go give this to the cows. So this is the haul for the goats and cows right there. Very nice, very nice. Let's change this light bulb. I already pulled the old one off, although I should pull the pieces out, but for now, we're just gonna go for it. I believe this is just a put her in, find the right spot, turn and twist. Turn, twist, turn, twist this way, twist this way, twist that way. And the wire harness is right here. So I gotta bring you guys over here because I need to see. I need some light. We need some light to fix this. So let's spin you guys around. I'm gonna abuse you guys for a flashlight for a second. So I need to see the wire. Okay, so this is the harness right here. So it should just go in this way. Are you damaged? Oh, just a broken piece of plastic right there. Let's get that out of the way. There we go. I can't tell if that's the right way or if I got to flip that over. That felt right. Let's go this way. Actually, I could probably see the groove. Which way is the groove? Which way are you supposed to go? Yeah, it's supposed to go up that way. There we go. Holy mosquitoes. You guys see that? How gross is that? Welcome to Canada. Come on. There we go. Push you. That feels like it's in. We'll see if we have light. We'll see if we got light out of that one. The mosquitoes are insane, guys. We're going to head over to the cows and the goats. I'm trying to think of the nicest way to go over there because I got the electric fence up right now. Oh. So I don't want to go that way. I don't want to drive over the septic field. So I think I'll take you guys for a little ride ski. It's going to get a little noisy again because we're turning this girl on. Let's turn the lights. Hey, we got light. We got so many lights and so many bugs. Okay, guys, let's go see the animals. Got a soccer ball. Playing soccer. Gabby! Let's turn that key on so we got some light. Gabby, come on over, girl. Come on, Gabby. Gabby. Gabby, come out of the barn, girl. There you go. There you guys go. Here's the goats anyway. The cows should come. once she realizes that everyone's getting treats. Okay, let me catch up with you guys. Kyle says, I'm in Massachusetts. You need a FID card to buy a gun. Abby says, no. Roger says, what's up, brother? Hey, Roger. TLCB says, those skeeters are insane little biters. Wasim says, at John Smith, this is crazy. Apollo says, I'm in New Jersey. Nobody carries guns. Abby says, I mean, you will probably take my spot. John says, yeah, we riding. Chad says, score. TLCB says, oops, I meant skeeters. I caught you. Abby says, that's a lot. Kyle says, you should get one of those propane-fueled mosquito traps. Someone was telling me about one that you can get over at Canadian Tire. Look at Queen Bee chasing everyone away. Faye, be nice, man. There's plenty to go around. Everybody gets to eat. Faye, be nice. She's like, I want to get what I want to get. She wants her first dibs. Gabby, where are you, Gab? And Kyle says, whoa. Whoa, big buck Orion here throwing in the headbutt saying, I want my food. Says, I want it before Gabby comes. At TLCB says, wow, what a feast they have to eat. Yes, these guys are going to, it'll probably take them a day or two to get through this. They're not going to eat this all tonight. They're going to eat what they want. They're going for the goodies. And then they'll clean up the rest over the next day or two. Gabby, where you at, girl? Come on out of the barn. I know the mosquitoes are bad, but they're not that bad. Matthew says, I've almost been trespassed in a store because I was having a pair of trauma shears and a cat tourniquet on my hip in a pouch, and they told me that I was armed. Matthew says, how does a hippie polygamist call its wives? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. That is awful and hilarious. Abby says, I'll be back soon. See you in a bit, Abby. Does anyone else have any questions, concerns, plans for the weekend? Anyone doing anything crazy? We're going to finish the chicken coop. One of the chicken coops. I'm building 2 of them, so we're going to finish off one of them so we can separate our chickens. Our ducks are currently hatching. We have 4 baby ducks hatched out of their eggs right now. Maybe more since I've been out here. Maybe we got number 5. There was a 5th one up very close to coming out of his shell when I left. And yeah, we're going to get that all taken care of. And what else, girl? What else? What else we got going on this weekend? We're probably going to live stream Sunday during the day, guys. We're going to come on Sunday during the day. My wife and kids are going to a birthday party. We're going to be working around here. We're going to find something to do. We got to fix the riding lawnmower. That is definitely a priority. Gabby! Everyone's favorite cow. Come on out, girl. Everyone's going to make way for you because you're the biggest, you're the baddest, you're the meanest queen. Hey, Gab. Look at what I brought you. I know the machine. Is the machine scaring you? It's new. I know. I just got the machine. It's okay. The machine doesn't bite. Steven at Apollo and Layla says, going on a hike along the Hudson River tomorrow. Views of New York City. Kyle says, I'm waiting to see what they eat first. I thought they'd go for the strawberries. Broccoli is the biggest winner. They love broccoli. In fact, there's Gabby right there. See that? She's looking at that broccoli right now. The first thing Gabby's going for, broccoli. Broccoli is all of the animals' absolute favorite. They devour broccoli. I never would have guessed until I started giving them everything, and they like broccoli. Chad says, nothing crazy, but got a birthday party to go to. That'll be fun. Just a Dude says, I had 2 ducks one time. I called them Ozzy and Harriet. They were my friends. John said, oh, speaking of which, I need to go through my ducks and figure out how many drakes I have. Because if I have too many boys, too many drakes, I'm gonna have to eat some of them. I don't need them fighting once they reach maturity. So yeah, I got to do that this weekend. Won't be live streaming that one. I don't like doing butchering on live stream. John's fish is one thing, but animals, nah. John says, I was just saying everyone here in Texas carries a gun. You go to Walmart, you take your gun. Chad says, oh, do you also have a birthday party? Just a child's birthday party, one of the kids' friends. So they're going to that party. Wasim says, you have a lot of Ronaldos. Wasim, I have no idea what that means. TLC, do you mean goats? I got a lot of goats. TLCB says, you have some beautiful animals. Thank you, they are lovely. They are my pride and my joy next to my family. Paulo and Layla says, cow farts about to stink tonight. I don't have to sleep in the barn with her as long as I don't make the wife angry, so that's okay. She can fart away. Let her have it. Chad says, hey, did you know that the trees poop? Yes, that's how they came up with the number 2 pencil. You are too funny. Wasim says, don't you know CR7? I have no idea what that is, my friend. I don't know what CR7 is. Anyone? Can anyone elaborate? Anyone know what that is? Am I being made fun of? Robert says, does it hurt your algorithm if you process your drakes? Oh, okay, yeah, I know who Cristiano Ronaldo is, but I don't understand that you have a lot of Ronaldos. I have a lot of Cristiano Ronaldos. Matthew says, what do you do with the ram and the hoof of your goat if they die? Because I want to make a project with a ram or hoof. Honestly, when I butcher them, I generally just throw the hooves out. And the horns. I've never saved them. We'll be in touch, Matthew. Next time I butcher a goat, if I've got hooves and horns left over, we'll talk. Apollo says, Messi, the real goat. Oh, freak. I'm slow tonight, guys. I'm slow. Thank you, Apollo. Thank you, Steven. Thank you. I'm slow. I understand it now. Context is everything. You have a lot of Ronaldos. You got a lot of goats. Okay. I'm slower than the average bear right now. It's been a long day. The mosquitoes are driving me crazy. Can you guys see how many mosquitoes I have out here right now? It is wild, friends. It is disgusting. So far, we've only eaten one on live stream tonight. And John says, I'll be home nursing a wisdom tooth that will be pulled on Monday. It's weird. I'm 41 and it's deciding to cause pain and havoc. Teeth pain is the worst, John. I hear you. You can't ignore teeth pain. I'm really good at ignoring pain. I got a bad back. I hurt myself all the time. My hands, be full of scars. But you cannot ignore face pain, head pain, headaches, toothaches. That's the worst. I feel for your friend. TLCB is saying, yes, Just a Dude says, mountain goats decided to give gravity the middle finger one day, and now they came up near vertical surfaces. I know, it's hard to keep these guys in. That's why there's a top line of barbed wire, because even... Hey! Are you okay, girl? Did she just headbutt you? Did she step on you? You okay, Oreo? Oreo's a little bit scared of Gabby, because Gabby kind of stepped on her the other day a little bit. And so she tries to stay away from her. She's running fine. She's on all 4 legs. She's fine. She just got spooked. She's over here. She's scared of Gabby. She's over there. Yeah, she didn't get hurt there. I think she just got spooked because the cow came right beside her. Kyle says, John, I didn't get my wisdom tooth pulled till I was in my 40s. They didn't start bothering me till then. I had mine pulled when I was around 20. Wasim says, buy a llama. Just a Dude says, poor goat. Robert says, goats are just dramatic. Kyle says, yeah, the mosquitoes are crazy there. OMG. John says, wow, Kyle. Now I don't feel so weird. Thanks. TH Outdoors said, did you get your rabbits online? No, I've got all my rabbits from other local homesteaders, local farmers within, the region. Yeah, I've gotten them all from people I know. And we're probably the biggest rabbit providers in the region, because as much as I do like eating rabbit, I would much rather find them new homes. And so we sell, gift, trade rabbits all the time. We have gotten so many people into breeding rabbits. Because we've got multiple bucks, multiple does, lots of breeding stock here, we can make sure that people are getting diverse rabbits. We keep track of whose babies are whose, so that, yeah, Gabby's getting driven crazy by the mosquitoes. Oh, Gabby, are you crying? I know. Oh, Gabby, let me come help you. Let's get out of this machine for a second. I'm going to come out there with you. I know, those mosquitoes are bad. Gabby, come here, girl. Come here, girl. Oh, I got the bucket above my head. This is a dangerous position to be in. Gabby, Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I want to get the mosquitoes off your face. I know they're driving me crazy looking at you. That's why you didn't want to come out here. That's why you wanted to hang out in the barn. You're like, she wasn't sure if it was going to be worth the fight with the mosquitoes. The other goat's kind of got to be careful because she's agitated right now. Gabby, I'm sorry that you're hurting. You can go in the barn. This will be here tomorrow. This will be here tomorrow. I'm gonna come out that way actually. We're gonna turn the light off of this for a second. We're gonna turn the light on the phone because we gotta come in there and chase the rest of the. Dude, you guys see the mosquitoes? This is awful. This is why I'm wearing a long sleeve. But I gotta chase the rest of the chickens in. The rest of the chickens gotta come in for the night. Okay, let's go find them chickens. Here, Gabby. I'm gonna help you. Don't kick me or hurt me. I wanna get under your chin. Okay, or not. Or not, girl. Hey, girl, you okay? You seem fine to me, you little faker. Okay, are there any chickens still out? Or did they all get back in? They look like they all got in. Anyone hanging out on the roof? No, you're all here. I have a bunch of shrimp for you guys. We gotta give these guys shrimp. We're gonna deal with them. We're gonna give them food. I know it's a little late for them, but I don't think they'll care. Hi guys. Hi. Hello everyone. I know you guys all love me. Hello. Let me through. You're a little skittish. And Big Mama here, well, you know. Okay. Hey girl. You gotta let me by. I wanna go get some shrimp. Bear with me, guys. You little cess? LOL? What's that mean? What did I say? What did I do? The chickens have learned their roost already, yes. Although it's gonna be hard to teach them because I'm gonna be moving them into this one here this weekend. I'll be moving them into this one this weekend. Hi, Lily. Shrimp, this way. How am I gonna carry a tripod and a thing of shrimp? Shrimp. It's all frozen, so it's all good. We'll start with one. Lily, I'm going to go see the chickens. Okay, bear with me, guys. Sorry, it's hard to read the chat while I'm walking with a box. This part's trickier than most. Shrimp. It's shrimp. I'll let you guys stare at the shrimp. I think we'll save the rabbits till tomorrow because I want it to be light out so I can see them enjoying their food. Okay, chickens, I'm coming with some shrimp. And then I'll read the chat. I'll sit here while the chickens are eating. I'm gonna catch up with you guys. So let me get over to the chickens. We're almost there. Obtuse rubber goose. Goats, don't follow me. This is not for you guys. You guys can't eat this. It's really not for you. Get out of here. Okay. How am I gonna do this with all the goats here? Guys, out of the way. I don't have enough hands, guys. Okay, goats, out. Usta oblongato. No. One got in. Okay, One second. Light, come back. Hey, get out of here. Get out of here, goats. Okay, we're gonna set this down. Okay, chickens. I gotta get one goat out of here. One managed to follow me. Hey, you're out. Usta, Evie. Usta. Okay. Now, let's see if the chickens even know what to do here. I've never given them shrimp before. Chickens. I know, it's not really mealtime for you right now. You're not used to this. But I want to open a bag and see what happens. TLCB says, great seeing food donated. Why do they make these packages impossible to eat open? Yeah, it's got the tearaway, but I can't do it. Ah! I don't like using my teeth, but I kind of have to on this one. Holy man, that's a well-packaged thing of shrimp. Here, guys. What's that? What's that? Anyone gonna be brave enough to go try? Anyone want to see what that was? How about you ducks? Who's the bravest of them all? Ducks or chickens? You decide. A little lemon, please. How am I going to open this? Holy man. This is where I need my knife. Come on, guys. Come get some food. Anyone? Anyone? I've seen a video where the chicken hunts and kills mice. Come on, guys. Some shrimp. Here. Let's see if I can get one. Let's see if we can get one to just straight up eat it. Hey, goats. Stay out of here. I need to put a lock on the inside of the door because the goats know how to open the door. Wow! What you doing? Bad. Just eat it. Don't eat me. Why are you so aggressive? Just eat it. I think you got a piece. Okay. Okay, I need to stop being a wimp. I'm just scared. I'm scared of chickens, guys. You want it? 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 Come get it. It's right here. They're all right here. Guys, I'm scared of chickens. Could you guys see that? Could you guys see that? And I know I should have my knife on me, but I wasn't expecting so many packaged goods. Chickens will literally eat anything. Snakes, mice, eggs, or other chickens. Chad says, maybe should have left the goat in there and used the horn to open the package. Just a dude says, I want to have enough land to have 2 pigs that they can roam mostly. And they will just be farm pets like dogs. You know the problem with letting pigs just roam? The problem with that is, did you see earlier when I was with the pigs, how it was all mud? That was forest. That was trees. That was grass. That was forest. They eat everything. They'll destroy the land. So if you let them just out, they'll dig up your septic. They'll dig up your water lines. They'll dig up your electrical cables. They are rooting machines. If you've got any pasture, they will destroy the pasture. So you kind of have to separate them because pigs are just such good foragers that they will rip everything up in no time at all. And the other chickens laughed at me. I know. And hearing and seeing the mosquitoes is making me itchy. Dude, it's disgusting. It's insane. I'm getting destroyed right now, guys. I'm getting just eaten alive. I'm going to put my hood up, actually. I'm wearing a cowboy hat. I'm going to put my hood up and put my cowboy hat on top of my hood because y'all can't see me anyway. And they generally don't eat at night because they can't see. Okay. Well, then. That's an awkward situation then. We're in an awkward situation. I guess we're going to have to put the rest in the freezer. Because I don't want it to go bad on them. And we'll feed it to them in the morning. It is what it is. I waited too long, guys. And Matthew said, check higher where I explained the chronic pain story. There's 3 comments following one of the others. Matthew says, Matthew says, lobsters for poor people. Check my 3 comments higher. 1, 2, 3. Matthew says, I've hurt my back in 2006 and I can't work anymore. At 38 years old and I'm always in pain 24/7 and there's nothing to do really but pain medication strong. Strong ones if you try. If you try to take what's prescribed to me, that's the nerves in my back that are damaged and they always send pain messages to my brain. But there's really nothing to do other than medicate. And ketamine in a saline pouch in a 3-hour period at the hospital every 3 months or so or less. Dang, dude, that's awful. Like, so I crushed my disc between my L4, L5, and I created horizontal and vertical bone spurs on my L4, L5. So basically, I had a high impact injury playing hockey, and it crushed the disc. They call it degenerating disc disease because it's leaking fluid. I have a slight leak in my spinal column because of that injury. Albeit it's fine. It is what it is. Just it makes it harder to stay hydrated, like the joints stay hydrated. Yeah, I feel you, man. I've got a bad back too. Backs are the worst. I thankfully am not to the point where I need medication. I've been prescribed it. I just don't take it. I'm super stiff, super sore, but not to the point where I need to be medicated. I hear you though. When my disc is fully bulged, it's debilitating. You can't do much. It's even hard to breathe. So I feel for you, man. I hear you. I feel for you. Just a dude said, my boss ran into that problem with just one pig. Okay. I mean, maybe they're trainable. I just see mine and they're rooting machines. Chad said, repel mosquitoes due to their aromatic properties. Citronella grass, lavender, marigolds, basil, and rosemary are commonly cited for their mosquito repellent. Using essential oils like citronella, lavender, etc., or growing mosquito-repelling plants, additionally removing standing water. Yeah, I mean, I got a little bit of standing water, and I try to change it out every day, but that's because the ducks, of course, need the water. And the chickens, of course. Abby says, how long will you be live for? And Robert said, don't call it a rooster for nothing, or a rooter for nothing. The pig, rooter. Abby says, how long will you be live for? You know what, guys? It's sunset. They're not going to eat the shrimp. And I don't think I want to leave it here. I think I want to throw it in the freezer because I want it to still be good. So we're going to take it back with us. We'll leave what's on the ground, of course, but we'll take this box. We'll take it back with us. We'll put it away. We got to go tuck the skid steer away for the night. So, and then we'll hang out for a little bit. Why don't we do that? Why don't we just hang out, socialize, have a good time, tell each other how much we love each other in a platonic way. Okay. So we're just going to go for a little walk ski here with our shrimp ski. Let's try to hold this in a way that I'm not going to drop it. Gabby's still out here mowing down the cow. Gabby, you said, I don't care if the mosquitoes are awful. You too, eh? She says, I'm eating. I got that good stuff. I'm going to come closer to you in a second. I'm just trying not to drop the giant box of shrimp. John says, well, Matt, I'll sit and take pain meds with you this weekend. LOL. I bet Matt has the scoop on some good shows. Chad says, the ducks moving the water, so it wouldn't be standing water then. Standing water being an old tire lying around with water in it and doesn't move. Okay, I got you. That's the thing. When guys make oh, Gabby, you were just covered in mosquitoes, girl. I'm gonna spray you down with some repellent tomorrow. I'll mix some animal repellent up for you. Vroom, he's got the zoomies. Hey, Bast. Bast, come here, bud. Come here, Bast. No, you want the treats. Bast, there you are. Come here, bud. Come here, big boy. Bast over here has some cute hair. Come here, Bast. No? Do you guys want to see some, like, today fresh baby ducks? Do you guys want to see today's baby ducks? We hatched 4 so far, maybe more while I've been on stream. Do you guys want to go see the baby ducks? What do we want to do? Do we want to hang out with the goats and stuff, or do we want to go see baby ducklings? You got to let me out, girl. You got to not knock out the camera. You got to let me out. Come on, girl. I want to get by you. I got so many things in my hands, girl. Just let me out. No. You stay. Oh, okay, fine. I'll push you back in. Get the camera out. Nope. Nope. Haha. I only let one goat out, and she's not going anywhere because she loves me. You know what? She's not a bad goat. She just wants to hang out here because she just likes to be near me. But I gotta bring you back. You gotta come back in. You're a goat, not a people. You're not allowed in the house tonight. Yep. You're not a people. As much as you want to be. Okay, let's park this guy and let's go see. We're just gonna park it right here. We're just gonna back up so the blade's not up. We'll park it right here. What am I leaking? Oh, that's just dirt. That's just dirt from turning. I thought I was leaking something for a second. That's just dirt. Okay, we're gonna back this up. So I still have the key on. That's probably not great for the battery, but it's been short. So let's sneak in here. It's a lot harder to get in when the bucket's above your head. Okay. Let's turn her back on. We're gonna back up. And we'll power it down. Okay, coming out. Okay, I'll just leave this here. We will hose it down and wash it and stuff tomorrow. But for now, let's go see some baby ducks. We're on our way to see the baby ducks. Ducks. Let's close our tailgate. We got some strawberries and stuff left, but we're gonna give that to the rabbits in the morning. I saved them some food. I think Lily's getting into the wrappers. Lily. Oh, we'll get this up off the ground. Oh, was that you or me, Lily? You're looking guilty. My wife's throwing bags of garbage in here when I'm out and about. So this will be for the rabbits tomorrow. Okay. Same with this. Bag of garbage. I don't know why she does that. Put it out so that the birds get in it overnight, I guess. Then I'll have to deal with that mess tomorrow. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. We're trying to put this stuff away so we can go see some baby ducklings. Literally today. They were born today, maybe within the minute, maybe within the hour. There are some fresh baby ducks to go be seen. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Peter, how you doing, buddy? Let's go see some baby ducks. Oh, and then we gotta deal with the shrimp and stuff. Can't leave that out. There's one more hatching? Or no? Oh, just one more hatching right now. I wanna just come see them. If that's okay. And then I gotta go put the shrimp away. The chickens are roosted.
You're live streaming. You gotta be clear when you come in the house.
Yes, that's why I'm staring at the ground.
There you go. We have now 6 out.
Let's turn that flash off.
We've already had another one hatch while you were out, and this one over here is right about to hatch. Go that way.
Ah, there's one hatching right now.
Yeah, he's so close.
Oh boy.
But yeah, we've got 6 now.
So here they are, guys.
I think 5 are fully out, and that's the 6th one.
If anyone has any questions, my wife is a duck wizard.
I do like.
Anyone have any questions about the baby ducks? Why are we listening to Act 2 meditation?
Because it's very relaxing for the ducklings.
Oh, my wife's giving them music. Are they all related?
Yes, they are all siblings.
These are all from the same mom and dad. Wow, probably multiple dads.
Yeah,
hard to say.
Yeah, sorry. Well, they're all related, but
These ones are all related. These are Ancona ducks. So we'll be introducing these ones to our other ducks, and then we'll be keeping the males out of here to breed diversity to our other ducks.
And yes, Kyle K, the black one hatched about 2 minutes ago.
Yes, the one that's wet that they're cleaning right now, he's brand new.
They are, Robert, they're Ancona ducks, which is, I'll turn the music off so you can hear better. They're Ancona ducks, which is a critically endangered species of farm ducks. And
Look, this one's helping that one get out.
I could go on and on about why they are so amazing, especially for our climate, because they're one of the most cold hardy duck breeds out there. But you might not be super interested in all the details about Ancona ducks, but that's what these guys are. They're Ancona ducks. They have very unique patterns. Normally, ducks, you can't tell them apart. They all look the same. But with Ancona ducks, they have spots in different coloring, and no two Ancona ducks are the same, kind of like if you had a Holstein, so a dairy cow.
Yeah, Chad, you got it. Ancona ducks. We've got a question. How long does it take for their feathers to come in?
So, they have feathers right now. Their final plumage comes in between 4 to 6 weeks. These are feathers, they just don't have any down on them.
And how long does it take to hatch them?
28 days, give or take a couple days.
Yeah, so our first one hatched overnight. The first early bird was overnight, and these guys are just slowly following in behind. Time for a game of duck, duck, goose. And that's crazy how they help each other get out. Yes, they even help dry each other off. Oh, hello. This guy's that's probably the first one, eh? He's already the most active.
Maximus has named him Sirius Black.
Sirius Black.
Even though I said we can't name them until we know if they're boys or girls.
And yes, Robert says, is this the same incubator that malfunctioned?
This is the same incubator that malfunctioned. However, we replaced the part that was malfunctioning. So we contacted the manufacturer, which is Little Giant, and they were actually really awesome about it. Basically, no questions asked, and they sent us the replacement parts.
Yeah, I replaced this piece. Plus, we also put a second monitor in here, a second probe.
It's not in there right now.
No, but we put a second probe in here with a alarm, so that if the temperature did climb again, that would help beep and detect it.
John Smith, I always thought ducks were fuzzy first, so they are fuzzy once they're not wet. Then they're very fuzzy. But when they're born, they're wet.
TLCB says, that is amazing indeed. Peter says, where did you get the ducks at initially?
That's an awesome question, Peter. So because they are a critically endangered species, they're super hard to find. So definitely no one local in our area or anywhere near us had them. So I had to get them mailed to us from Southern Ontario in Canada. That was the closest place I could find them, and I found a lovely, kind person who was willing to go through all the work to wrap them up and send them to me.
Fun fact, guys. So you call it pipping. So these guys here are pipped. You see that? You see that white spot right at the tip of my finger there? That's where they're starting to initially break out of their shell. And they spend, they spend like a day in there, and you don't want to assist them getting out. You want them to take their time and do it, because they're absorbing all that egg yolk and stuff. They're absorbing all the nutrients. So this guy here, you see how he's still wet and he's slowly coming out? He's eating, absorbing, consuming the leftover egg that wasn't required for him to turn into a full duckling, but it's what's going to give him the nutrients to survive for the next 24 hours.
Yeah, exactly, Chad. That's another cool thing about the Ancona ducks is the duck egg color are different colors. So
they're also eating the egg.
The Ancona ducks produce blue, green, cream, and gray duck eggs.
Yes, these guys are eating the leftovers. They're eating the shell, the leftover nutrients.
Peter Snyder said, are you going to get bees next for making jars of honey? Oh man, I totally want to do bees, but I'm not there yet. I'm not ready. I have a lot on my plate with all the boys and all the farm animals. Justin's fantastic.
It's on the bucket list. Like as we're developing the homestead and building infrastructure, things will continue to get easy, but the initial is always so much work. So as we develop things, make things smarter, make things better, life will get easy enough to a point where hopefully beekeeping is, a fun hobby and not another chore.
TH outdoors. Why are they eating inside the egg? They're eating up the leftover egg yolk. That gives them all the nourishment, food, and water that they need to stay inside the incubator long enough after hatching in order to fluff up and get nice and dry.
When they're very fresh, like this guy on the left, they kind of look like they're dead. They just, you know, they go through bursts of energy and lying around.
You just go to sleep.
They're babies. They're sleeping. They're resting. They'll stimulate each other too. Did you see how the one just poked him in kind of the head just to make sure he's moving? They check in on each other. They're taking care of each other. Yes. Anyone else have any questions, concerns? So there's still like 10 more of them that have to hatch. And that guy's, you know, he'll be out within a half hour. That guy will be out. That one's very close. He's just having a nice solid drink before he comes out. Does this incubator have an egg turner? Yes, but you stop turning the eggs on day 26. So you stop turning them on day 26 so they can get into their final position for breaking out of the egg.
Can I see that guy? Is he doing anything yet?
Which guy? The guy over here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's still moving.
Oh, I know, but like he's not out yet. Just checking.
No, he's not out yet.
They'll go. It's crazy. They'll go from like resting to boop, fully popped out. It's crazy.
This guy's gonna pop out soon. Chad says, just admiring the ducklings. TLCB says, this is so interesting. Thank you. And Peter says, are you getting a baby pool for the ducks next later on so they can start to swim?
Hi Peter, we actually do have a kiddie pool already because we already have ducks, older ducks, and so that's exactly what we use the kiddie pool for. Ducks do not need that. So that being said, ducks do not need water for swimming in. They don't need water to lay eggs or anything like that. They enjoy water. They enjoy splashing around. They need water to drink, and they need water deep enough to submerge their bill and nostrils as they eat their food. But they actually don't need a kiddie pool. So we have one because they love it, and they love splashing around in it, and they love swimming in it. It's adorable. But you don't actually need one.
And Macario says, hello, my brother. I'm just curious upon your show. What are these babies about? Please explain to me. I know I'm sorry I barely came on your life. Macario Cardero, these are baby ducks. These are baby ancona ducks hatching literally before your eyes out of their eggs, out of the incubator. So these are baby ducks.
And Peter, yes, there are. Out in the lake, there's definitely wild mallard ducks. There's also loons, grebes, all sorts of waterfowl.
The mallards are good for hunting. Chad says, you might need to get a bigger pool. Question mark, question mark.
John Smith, yes, the new ducks do start pecking at the non-hatched eggs, and they do that to help because they can actually hear them inside the egg. So they do that to not actually break them open at that point when they're still just barely pipped. They do that to knock and be like, hey, we're here, hello. And then once they do start to zip, so you have pipping, which is just cracking the shell, and then zipping is what that other one over there is doing right now. They go around the entire shell and then pop it off. When they get to the zipping point, which can be a very slow process, well, not as slow as pipping, but anyways, the other ducks will kind of peck at that point to help them get out.
And then you'll see these guys, I thought, when you see these guys, I thought they were maybe bullying each other. I'm like, hey, they're pecking at each other. They're just trying to help clean them off and eat more of that juice off of him. They're helping dry them off, fluff them up, and get some yummies. This guy is very close. He's gonna pop out soon. Like any moment, he's coming out. Look, there he is, guys. He wants out. The wings are opening.
Actually, Peter, super funny situation. So we have 13 other ducks right now, and I actually ordered these other ducklings. I specifically wanted Appleyard ducklings and Buff Orpington ducklings. And when their full plumage came in, I realized that one of the ducklings looked
Here he comes.
very, very different from all of the other ducks. And that's because the people I had gotten our ducks from, hey, I got the mosquito, accidentally gave me one peckin duck, and the one peckin duck is white.
I was wondering about that.
Oh,
There!
hey, hello, little buddy.
Hello. Oh, yes, your friends are coming to say hi and help you out. saying, let's get that shell away from you. Or let me eat your eyeballs.
Well, that's
one of the two.
It's what they do. It's totally normal. It's stimulation. It's cleaning them up. It's drying them off. It's saying, welcome
There
to the party.
you go.
Yay!
What a wonderful moment to catch on the live stream, guys. Look at that. Sorry, guys. At some point, I muted it. I am so sorry. I have no idea how long I muted it.
Basically, I just said once he's out, he's gonna basically stand up for a little bit and just kind of flop over because he's gonna be super, super tired.
And they're gonna want to come and lick them all up. Sorry, guys. I muted it. I have no idea how long I muted it for. There you go. You guys got to watch the birth of a
number 6.
Number 6. Got to watch it live. That guy wants to come say hi. There's a little bit of spray up here.
Oh, from the egg maybe?
Yeah, probably when he flipped out.
Oh, wow.
When he flipped the egg over. Some juices hit the top.
Now, I'm really excited because not only do Ancona ducks all have different markings, there's actually some different color that are accepted in the breed. So we could end up with some chocolate ones, and I think that's what that really fluffy brown one is. I think that's going to end up being a chocolate one, which is really exciting to me. That, and then a lot of these ones here will, the yellow ones, guys, that are all yellow, those will end up being white with black spots, or white with brown spots, or even they have a lavender one. So anyways, we'll see. It'll be exciting. That's why when each one comes out, I'm like, ooh, what's this one gonna look like?
I can't tell if Two Toes over there is just because that's part of the egg yolk still on his feet. I think it looks like the egg yolk has black in it. If you see that, the blood cells. So I think that black on his feet might just be leftover egg.
No, the black on his feet, that's part of the Ancona duck breed.
Oh, that's part of his feet?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
So cool.
We now have identified Mr. Two Toes. When do you start feeding the new babies real food?
They're going to start, well, after 12 to 24 hours, that's when you move them to the brooder. Once they're all fluffed up, but you need to give them at least 12 hours to transition to outside the shell before you put them into the brooder. And then they'll, in 12 to 24 hours, the egg yolk that's inside the incubator is enough to sustain them.
Oh, sorry guys, I'm trying to click that button.
Actually, so super interesting, Chad, if you really want to get into all the genetics of everything. Generally, no, but if you have, there's basically a way that if you have a chocolate brown drake, which is a male, and you breed it with a specific color of female, then all of the males will be chocolate and all of the females will be black and white. I can't remember exactly what that genetic combination is, but in our situation, not knowing what the exact parents were, we won't be able to identify them that way.
And TH Outdoor says that's crazy how they know what to do after they're hatched. We've got some programming built into our DNA. It is fascinating to see. I think that all the time too. When I see the animals do something like stomp on the ground after rain to get worms, I'm like, bro, you were raised in captivity. How do you know to do that?
Who does that?
The ducks. The ducks will do that.
They stomp on the ground?
Yeah, they're out there. Yeah.
Thanks for teaching me that. Are these ducks easier to raise than chickens? Yes. Oh my word. Okay, so this is something I talk about all the time. Everyone says ducks are so hard, ducks are so messy, blah, all these things about ducks. This is our first year having chickens. Chickens are so much harder than ducks. They're so much more difficult. I can go on and on. Anyways, yes, ducks are totally easier than chickens. Most
duck breeds, don't get the flying ducks. Please.
Oh, don't get, so Muscovies, people do like them, but Muscovies are basically giant chickens.
Yes.
They are not easier than chickens, but these guys are totally easier for a whole bunch of reasons.
So guys like these, when you see us put them away at night, the ducks all stay together as one flock, and so you just have to get the group in. It's a lot easier. Chickens spread out, so you got to chase, your 29, 30, 40, 50, 100 chickens, basically individually, get them in one at a time. They'll go in pairs or trios, but ducks, it's all at once. So it's so much easier to put them away at night.
And Freshly Wild says, what if one's sick? Do you take it to a vet? So thankfully, it's very, very rare to have a sick Sick duck, what sometimes might happen is you might end up with one that just doesn't hatch, you know, at this stage, that sort of thing. So you obviously don't really do anything about that. And with good care, the vast majority of the time your ducklings are just fine. And if something goes wrong, the chances are you're going to be too late anyway.
There is medicated food you could get them.
No.
Not ducks?
No.
Well, chickens then.
Yeah, chickens, not ducks. It'll kill the ducks if you do that.
Alrighty,
So
don't give them
do
medicated
that.
food.
Don't do that.
Hey, Abby.
Let's see. John Smith says, would you ever just have ducks, or are you guys wanting both ducks and chickens for good?
So we weren't planning on getting chickens. We were only planning on doing ducks. But one of our friends, their mother, who was elderly, ended up getting a bunch of chickens. And right after she got the chickens, she passed away. And so the family wasn't prepared to take over the chickens. And so they gifted them all to us. So we weren't expecting it, but we were already set up for it. So we took them on. Had to make a few adjustments to the duck lodge, and like I said, I'm building a chicken coop right now. But yeah, we ended up taking them. We got them all for free, just because it was too hard for the family to care for them.
Chad, I totally agree with you. Chickens aren't hard, but people always say that ducks are too hard. Chickens are so much easier. Do chickens, don't ever get into ducks. And in my experience, I actually find the chickens more work than the ducks. For one thing, ducks waddle around in a herd. You can herd them so easily. Chickens fly, go in all directions. Chickens fly, so your coop alone has to be flying proof. Chickens are messy. They poop on everything. Ducks at least only poop on the ground. So like, I'm not against chickens. I really am not. They're like little cute little dinosaurs, but I personally prefer ducks for many, many reasons. They're really happy little creatures. They don't have a pecking order. Like I said, they herd really well. They waddle around in a wonderful little group. They're beautiful. You can have ducks for both eggs and meat in your one hatch. You don't need to go and buy like meat ducks like you would with Cornish giants. Yeah, I need to be sleeping. Thank you. Good night.
Peter says, how many more ducks need to hatch? 9 more? 9 more, and it doesn't look like any...
Not tonight, I don't.
I can't see under here. I can't see under here right now. But doesn't look like any of the other ones are zippered yet.
Zipped. Not
Zipped.
zippers. Okay, you should say goodnight to everyone. It's super late.
But, you know, the rest are coming soon. Like, if you look at this, they're... it's hard to get this to focus because of the humidity here, but they're pipped. They're ready. They're pipped. So soon enough. But at least you guys got to see the birth of a duck live. That was pretty cool. And Freshly Wild says you have lots of short material here. So cute. And TLCB says, hey, thanks for adopting the chickens. No problem. John says, looks like the one on the back wall is cracked. Over here. Yeah, it's so hard to zoom in, guys, with that humidity, but they're close. They're close. Oh, we almost had it. They're very close. These guys are having a feeding frenzy over here. And question about the eggs, are they different tasting? I would say that they're bigger. They're definitely bigger than your normal chicken eggs. They're creamier. I want to say they're creamier. They're very good. What's the temperature for the rest to hatch? 37.1 degrees right now. 89% humidity. Did you lower the temperature, hon, or is it just... Okay, yeah, so you incubate the eggs at 37.5 degrees Celsius. So that's Celsius. You incubate at 37.5 and then lower it down to 37 once they hatch. Well, guys, I know we're having a blast here, but it's time to go to sleep. Time to leave these guys alone, let them rest. And we will check in tomorrow. I will let you guys know via a post or through a YouTube short how many more we got in the morning. Matthew says he's got chronic neuropathical pain due to a hockey accident on ice in 2006, but I've stopped working in 2013, 2014. Mine was a hockey accident as well, friend. Robert says good night. Thanks for the excitement. TLCB says good night. Freshly says enjoy the rest, Justin. Guys, thanks for joining me. Have a good night, and we will chat again later. And Chad says, I might have had some old duck eggs, but they seemed very dry. I need to add butter. Cook them fresh. Cook them just like you would a chicken egg. Just don't cook one that's fertilized, please. They do that in the Philippines. It's weird. Don't do that. Take care, guys. See you next time.